How naive I was. Oh, poor soul, living in a tent by the canal. Surely he needs a home. Perhaps you did, but there were very good reasons why you lived in a tent by the canal. You had tried most things, were an alcoholic, a serious one too, and especially when on speed. Serious enough that even though I make conscious efforts to forget, some snapshots from the past are still there. Picture someone roaring drunk trying to open the front door by kicking it down, having lost their key. Another, also drunk, comes down the stairs and lets him in, but only on the condition that a minor punch-up ensues. "What the fuck do you mean kicking the fucking door like that?" he shouts. Did I really try and close my eyes tight as all this happened outside my bedroom door? Picture someone, again, off their face, returning home this time with a loo seat around their neck like a collar, boasting of having licked it, a seat from a club which everyone knows well. But I never knew why the loos rarely had any seats in them, until then. Picture the drunkard high on speed knocking at my bedroom door with his snake, the long, wide snake, which he couldn't afford, couldn't really look after, had bought as a status symbol and was actually afraid of, coiled around himself. "Touch it!" you shout. "Go on, touch it!" I feel sorry for the snake, saying, "I don't think they're tactile." Quietly and calmly. I am not afraid, although I know you expect me to be, perhaps want me to be. Now it is not only the snake I feel sorry for. You were fostered, but your mother, manipulative, alcoholic, a user, same old story, didn't allow adoption. In fact, on every one of her visits, she told you pointedly that the family you were with, your foster parents, were evil people and to be plagued at all costs. So that's what you did. A nightmare of a child. Is it any wonder that they treated you differently to how they treated their own daughter? It doesn't make it right, but it might explain in part why they did. Who knows which came first? You being asked to shovel and collect horse manure and feel like a servant, or the burning down your room incident, the mouthy talking back, the never listening insolence at school. But ever the idealist and with an innocence that makes me wince, I found you, and you dressed something like I did, because you came from the same city, around the same time, and even pulled faces and used expressions which I've not really seen or heard on anyone, except from people of that city. And I had lost so many by then. And when my father died, well, no one else I knew had known anyone who had. Died, I mean. They didn't know what to say, or tried to be sympathetic in a way that was guaranteed to make the grief of it hit you with fresh force. The only person who seemed to know what to say was you, because you had gone out with some girl, and had had a best friend, and guess what, they had gone off together, and then the boy had died in a motorcycle accident, the quarrel unreconciled. You alone of everyone I knew half understood what I was going through, said the right thing. I should have known even then. That's no reason to keep on living with someone who is fundamentally a poison. But then aren't all the don't belong children looking for family? Does any of that explain why you left and then were desperate and came back and then left and then were stuck homeless and we let you back until we couldn't bear it any longer? What was I thinking of? It's long ago enough now that I can honestly say that I don't remember. I really can't say why, except perhaps for the power of the don't belong children, and the tragic belief that only those who have little or no family themselves can really bind and bond together to make a tribe. I wish it were true, but God damn it, it ain't. You gave me a snakeskin, and I kept it in a box. Now I don't know where it is. I think I threw it away. Everything else was purged. I put your drawings in the fire. I kept 2 presents, an ornamental candle and a gift book that could have been from anyone. Book and candle, only the bell was missing for an exorcism, but you're long since gone.